Hey everybody, my name's Jamin. We got a new game right here. This is FTL. Stands for faster than light. Alright, let's play. Kussi, Orlofsson, Yorlak. Those are our crew members. If you guys have never seen this game, you should really check it out. It's an amazing game. I love it. The soundtrack's awesome. Speaking of which, I have to turn that down. Just a smidge. I want you guys to be able to hear the music, but I want you to be able to hear what I say too. So let's do this again. Ekman, Lombard, and Martin. That sounds like a good crew. Gonna hit easy because this game is quite difficult. But let's get going. If you've never played this game, it is a strategy space simulator of some kind. I'm not exactly sure what you'd call it, but it's pretty sweet. This is your goal. You're on a spaceship. You're carrying this data, which is vital for the Federation. You need supplies to explore and all that stuff. You got to catch up to your fleet. You got to get to the Federation before the rebel fleet catches up to you. So whenever you're ready, you jump right into it. And this is your ship. You've got your 3 crew members. And I love the way that this game is laid out. On the surface, it doesn't look that exciting, but when you actually start getting into the game, if you were ever a fan of Star Trek or any other space-based TV show or movie, you're gonna love this. Anyway, quick overview. 3 crew members, Ekman, Lombard, Martin. You see here they can get power-ups. The more they do something, the better they get at it, and you can get bonuses in the end when they get to level 1 or 2 or whatever. Down here you've got your power supply. On the left, this stack of bars is your reactor, so that's how much power you have available. Weapon slot, pretty self-explanatory. Bottom right, we've got subsystems. So that's piloting, very important. Sensors, very important. And door control, and that becomes important because you can always open up your doors, even your airlock doors, and suck all the air out of your compartments, I guess, and put out fires if that ever becomes a problem. But you've also got shields, engines, oxygen or life support, the med bay, and weapons system, of course. And up top you've got health, shields, fuel, missiles, robot parts, which I'll get into later, evade, which is your likelihood of escape or dodging or whatever, your oxygen level, how much oxygen your ship has. This right here is your money. This is to get to your ship screen where you can upgrade, check out your crew, and change your equipment. But screw that, I'm gonna try and play this as though I am the captain of the ship, and I'm gonna try and do some voices. We'll see how this goes. Anyway, everybody, this is faster than light. Let's jump to our first destination. Now, I don't know if this is going to be so much a tutorial as it might just be how long will it take me to get to the end. We'll see.
Captain, we've arrived in the sector. A nearby pirate seems to have advanced hacking tools, and they've tried to shut down our engines. We're barely able to keep them operational. We got to attack now.
Pause the game. Very important. I'm just using the mouse, no other buttons. This is just the mouse. Left click is click, right click is D-click, I guess. And then middle mouse button is to pause on pause. But here we go. Let's activate our weapons. Our rockets can penetrate through their shields, followed up by a laser burst to their weapons. We can take these guys out, no problem. So here we go. Now, I'm the captain. Load the missile bay. Fire the lasers. We have to take these guys down for everything that we stand for. They're a roadblock in the way of us conquering our Federation goals. They've been a thorn in our side too long. Vile minions, your day of defeat has come. Okay, I'm gonna get better at this as I go. But let's jump. The beacon map shows you all the areas you can go. You can upgrade. You can do a whole bunch of stuff. But let's just get into this.
Captain, we found a dilapidated space station. It appears to be abandoned, but I think there's a life signature on board. What should we do?
Crewmen, board the station and look for the survivors. Leave no man behind. And of course, here's the result. Captain's log. On inspection of the space station, several human corpses were discovered scattered around. We found the sole survivor locked in a storage closet. We quickly retreated with them in tow, got back to the ship, and hopefully, if they can recover enough, they will choose to join our crew. We've been in need of a good shields expert. Ready the FTL drive. It's time to move out. I'm not too sure how this is gonna go, but I will try my best.
Captain, a mantis ship is jumping at us.
Oh, I guess the ship was jumping away, sorry. But what did they leave behind? They left behind a new weapon. So look at that, we just grabbed a new type of missile. I don't think we're going to really be able to use it because it requires so much power. Now, I could upgrade, but for the beginning, I find it's best to just hit as many beacons as you can and save up some money for something important, like cloaking device or drones or something.
Captain, we've discovered a nearby asteroid field. Shall we check it out while we wait for the FTL to recharge?
Let's explore it.
Captain, we've discovered some fuel. We've brought it on board and we're ready to depart.
Make it so, number one. Jump to our next destination. Oh, 2 stores back to back here, huh? Let's see if they've got anything worth our while. Flying through space.
Captain, we found the alien merchants.
Let's board and see what they've got available. Drone recovery arm. This is great if you plan on using robots. So here you've got all the things you can buy from these shops. Fuel, missiles, robot parts. You can fix your hull damage, which I will do. You can buy new systems. Drone control, crew teleporter, cloaking. Cloaking is the one I really want first. It is very important. But I might just suffice with the... Actually, I might just skip it. I might skip this one and jump to the next store. See if we've got anything better out this way. But yeah, for the first stage, you want to go through and collect as much money, as much scrap as you can, I find. More drones here. Not interested right now. So let's get out of here. And let's jump back. And let's try and conquer a few missions. So it's nice. It's a very simplistic style of gameplay, but...
Captain, we've tried to hail the planet, but nobody has answered.
It's just best to move on. We've only had the one battle so far.
Captain, some mercenaries are approaching on the starboard bow.
From the starboard nacelles. I don't know. Whatever. Star Trek terminology. They're trying to offer me some services. Delay the rebels in their pursuit. Screw that. Hire them to scout the sector. Screw that. I want to fight. Let's fight. You're going down. Mercenaries are worse than rebels. They deserve to die. At least the rebels stand for something. It may be something we disagree with. These mercenaries, you know, I could justify putting an end to their meager existence. Kaboom. Ah, they're offering 2 missiles, 1 drone part, and 14 scrap. I don't think that's enough. I'm gonna keep on fighting. I want to take these guys down. For thinking they could ever mess with us. We are from the Federation of some group of people. Yeah, there was a good choice to keep on fighting, because we got a lot more stuff out of killing them than we would have if we had just left them alone. But notice that the rebel advance is getting quite close, so we want to get closer to the exit point so that we can jump to the next sector. There's nothing around here. Too bad. Let's check out one more beacon before we carry on to the next sector. And if I can, I'm going to try and make it one episode per sector. What is this? Captain, we've found a bunch of ships convening around a station. It seems they need to take possession of an enemy ship intact. We'll see if we can offer our services. We're not properly equipped for this mission. Well, whatever. Screw you. Fine, let's get out of here. It's a luck of the draw kind of thing. Every once in a while you'll get a positive response. Every once in a while you'll get a negative response. Oh, looks like we found some life forms on a nearby planet. Brightly colored, six-legged, horse-like animals. Could they be what your scans picked up? Try to communicate peacefully. None of the attempts to communicate seem to work. They just stare at you silently as you prepare to leave. One of the creatures canters forward and forcefully nudges you away from the ship. He seems to want you to follow him. He takes me to an old ship, and we discover some fuel, drone parts, and scrap. Thank you, horse-like creature. Much appreciated. Let us warp to the next sector. Mantis-controlled sector, civilian sector. Let's make it challenging for us, huh? Let's go the tough route. And I know I said I'd do one sector per, but I'm going to do a little bit more. This is a poorly charted area of space, but it's time we do a little bit of upgrades here. And I think the most important thing to start with, for longevity, shields. And in order to make the shields effective, you gotta put the energy up 2. Which means you gotta add 2 to your reactor. Bare minimum. You put in a new system, or you upgrade a system, and it requires more power, give it the power it needs right away. Everything else, we'll leave it for now. But the beauty of this, now when we add that power to our shield system, our shield strength just doubled. So now when we go into combat, we are going to be a fortress. These guys aren't even going to be able to touch this ship at this early stage. You find a number of ships fleeing from a small space station. You hail them, asking what's wrong. Help, we're being overrun by some sort of giant alien spiders. I'm gonna send the crew in, and I think I might lose a crew member here. Yeah, not everybody made it back. I knew that was what was gonna happen. But it looks like I managed to get a new crew member anyway. This Magmar fellow, he's new. And that's good because he's an NG, which means he is very good at repairs. So we lost our pilot clearly. So it looks like Magmar is our new shield dude, and Trico, don't know where Trico came from, is our new pilot. But let's carry on. This looks like a good spot. Nothing here. Nothing there. That's too bad. Let's go up. And we'll make this the last one for this first episode. And I want to thank you guys for watching. I know this one has been a bit haphazard, but the journey will get a little bit better as we go along, I promise you. The next episode's going to be exciting because we're going to really start getting into some battles. But there's nothing here as well. Man, I don't believe it. I'm coming up on dead ends everywhere. That has never happened to me. I'm usually in and out of battle so often at this point. Here we go. A Mantis ship. Screw this guy. He's going down. I don't even need to pause the game for this. Artemis missile at the shields. Burst laser at the weapon system. We can knock out the shields with the missile. Boom, connected. And the lasers, they hit that engine, or the weapons. But we've got a problem. Our engines are down. So I'm going to pull Lombard off of weapons and have him sent into the engine room. And we're going to fix that system. And bring the game back. Let's use another burst laser, shall we? And let's take out their life support system for even thinking they can damage our ship. After I said I was invincible, too. Boom. Success. But I want to thank you guys for watching. Next episode, we will English. We will carry on with Faster Than Light. Peace.